I'd like to open up public session. I ask if you intend to speak, please step up to the podium, state your name and address, and try to keep your comments to 5 minutes or less. Nobody has signed up to speak. Would anyone in the audience like to speak? Seeing none, I'll close public session, and the regular meeting starts at 7:30. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Will you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Clerk, please call the roll.
His Honor the Mayor.
Here.
Councilor McBrady.
Here.
Councilor DeMassey.
Here.
Councilor Hill.
Here.
Councilor Wilmot.
Here.
Councilor Gosick.
Here.
Councilor Tesoriero.
Here.
Councilor Cordino.
Here.
All present.
Thank you.
Point of order. President Cordino, Vice President Hill, I ask for your indulgence as I remind the Council and all who have assembled here tonight that pursuant to Article 4 of the Charter of the City of Oswego, the Mayor shall present to the Council each January, and more often as he considers appropriate, a statement of the general affairs of the City and make recommendations to the Council. It is therefore with honor that I ask you to join me in acknowledging the state of the city by the Mayor of the City of Oswego, the Honorable William J. Barlow, Jr.
Thank you. First, before I begin, I'd like to thank everybody for coming tonight. I'd like to acknowledge some special guests. We have Chair of the Oswego County Legislature, Jim Weatherup, is here. Thank you for coming, Jim. We have Majority Leader Terry Wilbur. Thank you for coming, Terry. We also have County Legislators Emmons and County Legislator Stahl. I appreciate you guys both being here. We also have District Attorney Greg Oakes and our new Sheriff, Sheriff Don Hilton of Oswego County. And also I'd like to welcome Jim Thomas from Senator Ritchie's office, and Father Smigelski's in the crowd. Father, thank you for being here. So the annual State of the City address is an opportunity for the Mayor to provide an update on the current affairs happening within the city, speak to the priorities and focus of city government, and of course, declare the general state in which the city is in. This is my fourth State of the City address, and for my first three addresses, I spoke to the state of city government specifically. In my speeches, I described our city being in a state of progress, resurgence, and revival. I've said we are building on momentum and moving forward. I still believe those words are an accurate description. In 2019, the state of our city is strong and getting stronger. We have the energy, the confidence, and the momentum. We are a local government delivering for us residents. We are making progress in all areas, and that is why we will only continue to gain strength as we roll into 2019. The state of our city is strong because of Department of Public Works Commissioner Tom Kells, who took over a department dangerously inefficient and severely underperforming. The DPW is our backbone by providing essential city services. Prior to taking office, city buildings and equipment was plagued with neglect due to city administrations irresponsibly not investing back into operations, streets were crumbling and not adequately plowed, and countless water breaks nearly incapacitated the city during the winter months. In 3 years, under Commissioner Kells' leadership, we've implemented a 24/7 winter operation and a summertime night shift, resulting in a nearly 50% reduction in department overtime from 2015. An innovative brine solution we implemented is studied by other municipalities in our region. City buildings are slowly being repaired, our parks are being improved and well maintained, and the DPW, for the first time ever, is doing massive public space improvement projects in-house because the Commissioner has effectively communicated to city leaders the resources and tools his department needs to deliver for our residents. The state of our city is strong because of City of Oswego Fire Chief Randy Griffin and Oswego Police Chief Tori Decare, both top-tier professionals in their fields as the quality of their departments reflect. No longer do emergency vehicles idle outside of grocery stores. No longer do we accept inconsiderate overtime practices, and no longer do we struggle to get our DPW, police department, and fire department to work together in unison during real emergencies. Chief Griffin, stepped into a situation most of us would avoid and immediately worked to restore morale and improve the department. I'm happy to report in 2018, the Oswego Fire Department had the lowest number of work-related injuries and illnesses in more than a decade. With the filling of vacancies, a reduction of absenteeism, increased training, and now validation of a safer workforce, the fire department realized for the first time in a number of years the ability to update equipment rather than utilizing their allotted budget funds to cover excessive overtime costs. In 2018, the fire department was favorable in overtime expense by nearly 30%, a far cry from the multiple budget transfers to cover overtime pre-2016. Including the DPW, along with the fire department, police department, and all other departments, we've dropped citywide overtime by $350,000 since 2015. Chief DeCare has worked to reinstate our DARE program, keep our department current with modern policing technology, and is committed to using law enforcement as a way to revitalize our neighborhoods. Our departments are better prepared with a more diverse skill set, and our community is better protected thanks to these men, their staff, and their departments. The state of the city is strong because of Justin Rudgick, who's managed an office that 3 short years ago was largely responsible for our lack of forward progress. 3 years later, we've successfully secured $20 million in federal and state grant money, leading to the revitalization of our downtown and the complete transformation of our community. My vision for our downtown, our waterfront, our parks, along with our overall goals for this community, would be unattainable without these funds. The city has never seen such a resurgence in viable economic activity as it has these last 3 years, and as director, Justin and the entire office deserve much credit. The state of the city is strong because of Kurt Miller and our code enforcement department making such an impact on this community, visible from the middle of any city street. 3 years ago, there was no code enforcement office in our city. Now we have an aggressive office with the proper laws and policies to back it up. The city of Oswego is no longer at the mercy of selfish, irresponsible landlords who only care about their personal cash flow. Our code enforcement program has changed the culture in the city. We stand up for tenants' rights, ensuring they have a voice and are not being taken advantage of. Documented code violations have risen 200% in 3 years. Building permit numbers have increased from 526 in 2015 to 1,825 in 2018. Negligent property owners are forced to fix their property, and nuisance violations, like unshoveled sidewalks and tall grass, result in immediate citations and penalties. Properties that have been problematic for years are finally being brought into compliance, and the improvements being made to properties on almost every city street is due to the code enforcement's unrelenting and persistent hard work. With Kevin Caracoli handling our legal work, the state of our city is gaining strength because, as a result, our outside counsel legal bills, which between 2011 and 2016 totaled almost $1 million combined, now are virtually non-existent, as almost all legal work is performed in-house. Nathan Emmons has transformed our Section 8 HUD housing program from a government-subsidized handout program to a more constructive hand-up program, opening a workforce development center later this fall. We've put out policies in place that protect women and children and the disabled and elderly in this community, and included our military veterans and those working part-time or going to school on a housing priority list. We now ensure that landlords accepting taxpayer-funded vouchers as payment must comply with local laws and offer quality rental units and must respond to the needs of their tenants. Deborah Code has managed and advised me of our city finances, battling through budget shortfalls and facing difficult budgetary decisions. Carrie Anderson, Robert Johnson, Robert McGrath, Nancy Stereo, Susan Gentile, Ken Schriebel, Brian Chetney, Mark Tessererio, and all their staff are all part of my team, our team, here at City Hall, and the state of our city is strong because of the work they do day in and day out for me and for this community. I took office in 2016 and inherited a city government whose first reaction to solving problems was to tax its residents more and more, resulting in a 60% property tax increase over a 5-year span. Because of many difficult decisions and wholesale changes and the hard work of these individuals, we issued the first tax reduction without use of the general fund to do so in at least 50 years. Because of that, I'd like to give all of these individuals a round of applause. The state of our city is strong because I've been blessed to work with a common council who does not believe in playing politics, who does not believe in being obstructionists or contrarians, and is a legislative body comprised of good people who are only here to do the right thing for the right reasons. Under Rob Corradino's leadership, I've been able to propose ideas to this community with confidence I'll have firm support if the idea is truly good for the city. From small projects, like revamping the city's website in 2016 and eliminating the city pool and rink fees, to large projects like approving expenditures to purchase new DPW equipment and funding an adequate code enforcement office, this Common Council has supported this administration, and without them, none of these positive changes in the last 3 years would have happened. And for that, I'd like to thank the Common Council. We've made so many changes since taking office in 2016, and we've come so far. I believe I no longer have to go back and forth comparing and contrasting the stark differences between city government then versus city government now. We can close that chapter and bring the progress we've made and will continue to make to the forefront. But there is one last contrast that I need to highlight to prove that all the hard work, decisions, and our return on investment-driven approach to city government is in fact the right approach to battling our way out of our most difficult challenges. In December of 2015, at the last Common Council meeting of the year, 3 weeks before I was set to take office as mayor, the Common Council voted to raise the sewer rates across the city. My first meeting as mayor, as Councilors Corradino and Gozick can certainly clearly remember, we were met with irate citizens who were just made aware of this last-minute rate increase by outgoing city officials. The city was under a consent decree with a pending consent order. Our wastewater facilities and infrastructure was in shambles, and nobody was properly managing our 2 wastewater treatment plants. We introduced Ken Schriebel in the Camden Group to operate our facilities. I quickly proposed conducting a comprehensive asset management plan, and the council supported that $160,000 investment. The asset management plan studied and evaluated the condition of every inch of our plant, recommending immediate and long-term improvements, and mapped a schedule in which to complete those improvements. 3 years and $3.16 million of investment later, our plants are more efficient, cleaner, safer, adequately staffed, and reducing the amount of raw sewage discharged into Lake Ontario and the Oswego River. In December of 2016, I negotiated with several county legislators a deal that shipped County Leachate to Oswego's wastewater plants rather than Fulton, a deal worth $200,000 to our city annually. In 3 years, we've secured $5 million in New York State water grants to fund water and sewer projects associated with the mandated consent decree, an expense that would have otherwise come directly from the taxpayer. When I took office, the city was actually deemed ineligible to even apply for those same funds. Separately, we've dramatically increased our enforcement of water meters in commercial and rental properties, and in 2016 we passed a commercial sewer rate requiring our large commercial users to pay their fair share in an effort to help ease the burden on homeowners. These additional sources of funding, complemented by the superb management and operational changes of Ken Schriebel and the Camden Group, coinciding with the wise and strategic investments made by the council to the facilities, are paying off. During our investigations of water and sewer infrastructure, we found that some commercial users in the city have installed a so-called bypass around their water meter to avoid paying for the water they use. This is nothing short of theft of services, and these property owners are stealing from the city. I've issued a letter calling for all bypasses to be removed immediately, and all commercial sewer users in the city will be subject to inspection next month by our plumbing inspector. The changes we've made and will continue to make, along with the progress we've made with our consent decree, aided by our aggressive approach to improving our facilities, has allowed me to reassess our fee structure to our homeowners paying the annual flat water and sewer rate of $1,100. During the next committee council cycle, I will propose to the Common Council a $200 annual reduction of the city sewer service bill, and we will finally start to ease the financial burden on our residents. Continuing to look to the year ahead, we will build off our many public space improvement projects throughout the community. This spring, several projects will happen at once. Construction will begin on our State Route 104 as part of our Downtown Revitalization Complete Streets project. Work will begin to our improvements to Water Street and the proposed Market Street Pocket Park. Development at the former Flexo Wire site and the current Global Buffet building will begin, and we will complete our Forks in the Road public space improvement project we started last fall. I also want to continue the work in our public parks. Last year, we completed our Harbor Trail Improvement Project in an effort to better utilize our waterfront and capitalize on our natural assets. We opened the first ever City of Oswego Dog Park, and we replaced the aging playground at Kingsford Park School. Improving our parks is again consistent with our broader return on investment driven strategy I've previously mentioned. Better capitalizing on our assets and adding to the integrity of our neighborhoods by offering supplemental public amenities. We've worked these last 3 years to make Oswego a more inclusive community, and I believe we need to continue those efforts, making Oswego a better place for all. Last year, we implemented 4 wheelchair charging stations throughout the city to accommodate those with disabilities in our community. We've made one of the overlooks at Brightbeck Park handicap accessible, and we added a small splash pad at the city swimming pool to offer an option to those with disabilities who frequent the pool. The New York State Department of Transportation conducted improvements to better suit those with physical impairments while crossing State Route 104. Representing and advocating for those with disabilities in our community is a cause I'm personally passionate about, and I intend to combine this passion with our efforts of improving our parks, making Oswego more unique than other nearby communities, and being sure to consider all Oswego residents when making important decisions. This spring, we will build the first ever handicap accessible playground at available space at Hamilton Park, suitable for children from 5 years old to 12 years old, so that people in this community with disabilities know that their community cares about them and includes them when making decisions. Looking back on the last 3 years, we've addressed many different issues that faced this community 3 years ago. It is hard to argue that we haven't made progress on every front. We still, in all areas, have more work to do. Providing meaningful employment opportunities to Oswego residents is something we need to take seriously this year and will be a major focus of my energy. To start, I'm eliminating the $100 application fee for small businesses who apply for money through our commercial loan program. We've changed the perception of our Economic Development Office, and businesses now visit our office looking for assistance or helpful resources. Small businesses should not have to pay to see if they even qualify for a loan or grant funding assistance. This small gesture only further demonstrates that we are a business-friendly local government. Last month, we announced a large jewelry manufacturing company was moving to Oswego and bringing 50 to 60 jobs to our near downtown area. In 2018, we used our low-interest loan program through the Economic Development Office to loan $588,000 to 8 different projects, leveraging $4.8 million in private investment and directly creating 88 local jobs. Unfortunately, local municipalities can only do so much in terms of creating private sector jobs, but I believe we now have a building code, a streamlined permitting system in place that encourages and is conducive to business expansion and development. And now as mayor, I can begin to encourage businesses to do expansion projects or contemplate a relocation of their operations to our community, as we saw with Leroy, my top priority. In the beginning of this address, I've mentioned that I've used this speech to talk about the state of city government specifically, and I declared the state of our city to be strong and getting stronger. City government is only one major piece of this community, and for the first time in a long time, you are seeing everyone is literally working together. When I speak throughout the community, I try to close my speeches by sharing success and giving credit where credit is due. I'm fortunate enough to be mayor of this city, where I have the power and ability to make decisions that I hope will enhance our community and improve the lives of my neighbors. I'm also fortunate to be mayor of this city while there is an unprecedented level of energy, cooperation, and progress from all sectors, thanks to many partners. County government and city government are more aligned. We have strong private sector support from Tom Snyder and Pathfinder Bank, Center State CEO and the Oswego Chamber of Commerce, Novellus, and Exelon. Support from organizations like the Shinneman Foundation, Oswego Renaissance Association, and Oswego Health, all working together. When I cannot accomplish something in my capacity as mayor, I have partners I can reach out to, and when one of us can't accomplish, the other usually can. It is truly unbelievable to be part of this synergy, and we must not take it for granted. It is due to this synergy that not only is the state of city government specifically strong, but the state of the overall Oswego community, all sectors in all areas, is strong and getting stronger. That is the major difference between 2019 and 2015. I only hope these community members view city government as a real partner, feel confident about the work their local government is doing, and view our progress as an inspiration to continue the good work they do. Lastly, speaking directly to the residents of this community, thank you again for the opportunity to serve my hometown. I sincerely hope that Oswego residents truly have faith and confidence in their local government and are proud of our recent accomplishments and change in direction. I can assure you this is only the beginning, and we at City Hall will continue working on your behalf, making Oswego a better place to live, work, and raise a family. Together, we've changed the trajectory of our community, and I believe we've done the heaviest lifting already. There is no question our darkest days are behind us, but we will not take comfort in simply celebrating our past successes. It has been a long, hard road and a lot of work to get us to where we are today, and that is all the more reason we cannot and will not stop now. We will not and do not do anything halfway. We still have areas we need to improve, projects to complete, and many goals yet to achieve. The second we change our direction, shift our focus, or take our eye off the target, we slip back to where we were 3 short years ago, and we've all worked way too hard to fall backwards. We've changed the direction. The momentum is with us. The energy is with us. We're leading the way in Central New York, and all we have to do is keep working together to keep it going. The change in attitude and our renewed confidence is palpable. There are positive signs of progress that are undeniable, and if we keep working together, we will make the city of Oswego a new and different Oswego than it has ever been before, as we finally realize the limitless potential that exists in this fantastic community. Thank you, and God bless you all. Any comments to come before the council before we start calling resolutions? Will clerk please call resolution 11?
Approve minutes common council meeting held December 10th, 2018.
Councilor Hill, Councilor Corradino, any comments? Clerk please call the roll.
Councilor DeMassey.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor Gosick.
Yes.
Councilor Tesorio.
Yes.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Councilor McBrearty.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Will clerk please call resolution number 12?
Approve minutes special common council meeting held January 7th, 2019.
Councilor Gozick, Councilor McBrearty, any comments? Clerk please call the roll.
Councilor DeMassey.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor Gosick.
Yes.
Councilor Tesorio.
Yes.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Councilor McBrearty.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Will clerk please call resolution number 13?
Appoint Commissioner of Deeds.
Councilor Hill, Councilor McBrearty, any comments? Clerk please call the roll.
Councilor DeMassey.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor Gosick.
Yes.
Councilor Tesorio.
Yes.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Councilor McBrearty.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk please call resolution 14.
Approve use of public space L&B Clark Concierge for Experience Oswego, New York in order to place 16 illuminated hearts on the Bridge Street Bridge during the month of February.
Councilor Tesorario, Councilor Wilmot, any comments? Clerk please call the roll.
Councilor DeMassey.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor Gosick.
Yes.
Councilor Tesorio.
Yes.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Councilor McBrearty.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk please call resolution number 15.
Approve closing a portion of Burkle Street Second Passage petition of National Grid.
Councilor DeMassey, Councilor Hill, any comments? Clerk please call the roll.
Councilor DeMassey.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor Gosick.
Yes.
Councilor Tesorio.
No.
Counselor Cordino?
Yes.
Counselor McBrady?
Yes.
Resolution passes 6-1.
Will clerk please call resolution number 16?
Approve solid waste licenses for the year 2019.
Counselor Corradino, Counselor Wilmot. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor DeMassey?
Yes.
Counselor Hill?
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot?
Yes.
Counselor Gosick?
Yes.
Counselor Tesoriero?
Yes.
Counselor Cordino?
Yes.
Counselor McBrady?
Yes.
Resolution passes
Will
7-0.
clerk please call resolution number 17?
Approve landfill permit request of R.M. Burritt Motors Incorporated to landfill property located at 340 State Route 104.
Counselor Tesoriero, Counselor Wilmot. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor DeMassey?
Yes.
Counselor Hill?
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot?
Yes.
Counselor Gosick?
Yes.
Counselor Tesoriero?
Yes.
Counselor Cordino?
Yes.
Counselor McBrady?
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call resolution number 18.
Authorize mayor to execute a lease agreement with Congressman John Katko for office space in City Hall.
Counselor Hill, Counselor DeMassey. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor DeMassey?
Yes.
Counselor Hill?
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot?
Yes.
Counselor Gosick?
Yes.
Counselor Tesoriero?
Yes.
Counselor Cordino?
Yes.
Counselor McBrady?
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Will clerk please call resolution number 19?
Refer wireless communication facilities application submitted by New Singular Wireless PCS LLC, AT&T, to the Planning Board for their advisory opinion.
Counselor Tesoriero, Counselor Corradino. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor DeMassey?
Yes.
Counselor Hill?
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot?
Yes.
Counselor Gosick?
Yes.
Counselor Tesoriero?
Yes.
Counselor Cordino?
Yes.
Counselor McBrady?
Yes.
Resolution passes
Will
7-0.
clerk please call resolution number 20?
Authorize mayor to sign change order number 3 with W.D. Malone Trucking and Excavation Incorporated for the New York State Route 48 Slope Stability and Roadway Reconstruction Project.
Counselor Gozick, Counselor McBrady. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor DeMassey?
Yes.
Counselor Hill?
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot?
Yes.
Counselor Gosick?
Yes.
Counselor Tesoriero?
Yes.
Counselor Cordino?
Yes.
Counselor McBrady?
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Will clerk please call resolution 21?
Authorize mayor to enter into a renewal agreement with Brookfield Power New York Hydro Services LLC for the operation and maintenance of the High Dam hydroelectric facility.
Counselor DeMassey, Counselor Gozick. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor DeMassey?
Yes.
Counselor Hill?
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot?
Yes.
Counselor Gosick?
Yes.
Counselor Tesoriero?
No.
Counselor Cordino?
Yes.
Counselor McBrady?
Yes.
Resolution passes 6-1.
Will clerk please call resolution number 22?
Authorize mayor to execute an agreement with the County of Oswego through the Oswego City County Youth Bureau for reimbursement from the AmeriCorps grant.
Counselor McBrady, Counselor Hill. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor DeMassey?
Yes.
Counselor Hill?
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot?
Yes.
Counselor Gosick?
Yes.
Counselor Tesoriero?
Yes.
Counselor Cordino?
Yes.
Counselor McBrady?
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call resolution number 23.
Authorize mayor to enter into an agreement with Willatus Law Firm to administer the SEQR process associated with the revisions to the zoning ordinance and further authorize transfer of funds to pay for the same.
Counselor Corradino, Counselor Gozick. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor DeMassey?
Yes.
Counselor Hill?
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot?
Yes.
Counselor Gosick?
Yes.
Counselor Tesoriero?
Yes.
Counselor Cordino?
Yes.
Counselor McBrady?
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call resolution number 24.
Motion to rescind resolution number 362 dated October 9th, 2018.
Counselor Hill, Counselor Wilmot. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor DeMassey?
Yes.
Counselor Hill?
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot?
Yes.
Counselor Gosick?
Yes.
Counselor Tesoriero?
Yes.
Counselor Cordino?
Yes.
Counselor McBrady?
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Any unfinished business to come before the council? Seeing none, I'll take a motion to adjourn. Counselor Tesoriero, Counselor McBrady. Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor DeMassey?
Yes.
Counselor Hill?
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot?
Yes.
Counselor Gosick?
Yes.
Counselor Tesoriero?
Yes.
Counselor Cordino?
Yes.
Counselor McBrady?
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Meeting is adjourned.